Welcome to Roofing Road Trips, the podcast that takes you on a thrilling journey across the world of roofing. From fascinating interviews with roofing experts to on-the-road adventures, we'll uncover the stories, innovations, and challenges that shape the rooftops over our heads. So fasten your seatbelts and join us as we embark on this exciting roofing road trip.
Hello, welcome to Roofing Road Trips from Roofers Coffee Shop. This is a live version. We are here at the Contractor's Edge CertainTeed Business Building Workshop. It's been a great day, and we wanted to bring contractors and regional manager with CertainTeed all together so that we could talk about how important this is for businesses, roofing businesses, to get this kind of education and this kind of support from their manufacturers. So we're here today and we're going to get started with some introductions. So Nathan, let's start with you. If you could introduce yourself and tell us about your business.
Sure. I'm Nathan Rath, owner and CEO of Pelican Roofing. We're in Lafayette, Louisiana, and we have a branch in Baton Rouge, where Jason's located. Really focused on building relationships inside of the roofing industry and providing a quality product to our customers, standing behind the work that we do.
I love it. I see you're a member of ECA.
That's right. We proud member of ECA.
Yeah.
I think we were.
Yeah.
I think we're member number 62 or 3. I forget the number, but
so for some, that's Exterior Contractors Alliance, and they are an amazing group. They're going to be gathering here in Las Vegas in a couple weeks.
Yep, about a week and a half.
Good partners of the coffee shops and of CertainTeed and of contractors everywhere. So thank you for being here today. I'm excited to hear your insights.
Yep.
Jason, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do with Pelican?
So I'm Jason Lano. I am a roofing sales rep in the Baton Rouge market. I've been in roofing for about 18 months now. I guess it was about a year and a half ago when I started.
Love it.
It's the first time I've ever worked outside. I was always stuck in an office, and I love it. I wish I'd have discovered it 20 years ago. I absolutely have a passion for what I do, going out, looking at people's homes, helping protect their homes. It's amazing working for a company that really values putting a high quality product that we can stand behind, operate with integrity. I'm excited to be here.
It's really about protecting and taking care of our communities. Everybody needs a roof. Everybody needs a good performance roof. It is. And once you get into roofing, you never leave. So just giving you fair warning.
That's the way I feel.
True story.
One thing I'll follow up on Jason's introduction. Jason, fantastic story if you ever get a chance to meet him. He'd love to tell it to you, but he came in about 18 months ago and took a little time to get his wheels turning, went through a kind of a psychological thing in the end of 2024, and he made a conscious decision that 2025 was going to be his year. He's going to lift off, and 12 months later, I think it was
1.8, close to 1.8.
Just shy of $1.8 million in sales solo.
Wow.
And he won Baton Rouge Salesman of the Year for the company. So
congratulations.
Proud to be sitting next to him, and fantastic dude to know.
Thank you.
It's amazing when you find that passion, isn't it?
It's crazy. It just ignited something in me, and I just, it's a drive. I love motivating my team.
Yeah.
At this time of the year, obviously there's no hurricanes, there's no tropical weather, right? There's the holidays. I keep hearing people in my industry say things like, well, it's the slow season.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe that it's only slow if I think it's slow. So for the last 30 days, every morning, my whole team in Baton Rouge gets I quote something, I tell them what I think about it, and I'm calling it level up season. And it's all about sharpening up, honing our skills, being motivated, driving forward into the new year. So I'm excited for 2026.
That is great. Oh, I'm inspired. I do sales for the coffee shop, so I'm with you. Wayne, can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do with CertainTeed?
Absolutely. I'm Wayne McAndrew. I've been with CertainTeed for going on 15 years now. I'm a territory manager. I cover basically from the Texas line to the Alabama line.
Wow, okay.
South Louisiana. Get up every day, go to work. Love what I do. took the roofing job about 5 years ago. I was the siding rep.
Oh, okay.
The roofing position came open. I said, hey, pick me. They said, sure, but we're going to give you both, siding and roofing. I said, sure. And the old saying, be careful what you wish for, you may get it.
Yeah.
I got it. And but it's been great. I get to meet people like Jason and Nathan and build relationships every day. I'm a relationship guy. I love helping people.
I can tell that just watching you here today.
This job is it's a very rewarding job.
Yeah, that's so talk a little bit about CertainTeed's commitment to the contractors with this BBW. This is your first one.
This is my first BBW, so I'm kind of still in awe of what all the people behind the scenes did. I mean, to me in Louisiana, I am CertainTeed. That's what my contractors know.
Right.
But events like this, they get to see who's really back there. They get to look under the hood, see all the people that make things happen, all the people that support me, that allow me to support my customers.
Right.
So it's really an incredible event.
Yeah, I am so impressed. And being here on the floor, being on the field, the Superdome. I mean,
I know we're sitting at the 25-yard line. How many touchdown passes did Breeze throw from right here? Right?
Oh,
at least one or two.
There you go. I love it. We've just been in. Wow, and if you see some footballs going behind us, it's already started behind us. We've got footballs.
Some of my colleagues.
I feel a little bit like the sports, right? When you're all sitting there and the football, they're getting ready to start playing. That's kind of us.
Very
some
similar.
Sportscasters, although I know nothing.
We spent a lot of time in locker rooms today. You know, a lot of the breakouts and stuff were inside of the locker rooms, and I had an opportunity to kind of walk back behind and see some of what the Superdome has, another layer of the Superdome that you'll never see. And I was talking to a colleague of mine, just talking about the greatness, football greatness that has walked through these halls, been in these locker rooms over the past 30 years or whatever, however old this big circle is. And it's a great energy, great thing to see behind the scenes on. So thanks again to CertainTeed for letting us do that.
Well, it's guys like you that make it possible. You know, so because if you guys aren't out there helping promote our business and our material, then we wouldn't be able to do this.
And you know, the thing is that the experience is amazing, but then when you think about the classes and the education, it's kind of what you're talking about going into 2026, right? With that inspiration. What were some of the classes that you both attended today, or what your favorite one just that you're really going to be able to take some nuggets away from? Jason, let's start with you.
So one of them was about weather reporting, and another that I got a lot out of was about AI, the use of AI. I'm a big fan of AI. I'm a big fan of tech in general. Anything that can help sharpen and help me be more professional, and I'm big on precision.
Yeah.
I want it to be right. I want to do the right thing. Whether it is an insurance claim that I'm talking to a homeowner about and helping them decipher what the adjuster's telling them, or if it's just the technical aspect of the roof, the pitch, the components, all the CertainTeed layers. I want the correct information. And, like coming to a place like this, it's really eye-opening to see just how much the industry is advancing and the tools that are available. So that's a lot of what I got. And then I went to a third class where these nice ladies were holding a podcasting and marketing.
Who was that?
And they were wonderful. Something about this roofing coffee shop. Heidi, I think her name. Amazing people.
We loved having you in the audience. That is so fun. That was so fun, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean, and all the feedback from the crowd. It was really great.
It was. And then a gentleman stood up at the very end and tried to snipe any business from you. I thought that was a little silly, but
I was kind of laughing too. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he had good energy. I like him. We need people like that.
Good energy. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I love that. Nate, what's been the highlight of your day? Which classes or events?
These events are different for me. I go to a few things and learn things here and there, but like Wayne, I'm also a relationship guy. So I get nuggets with talking with different contractors. What's really cool about this event, regionally, you're bringing a lot of roofers together that deal with the same things that we deal with every day. We're competing against each other. There's people in the room that we view as a big competitor. There's people in the room that we don't view as competitors because we know that there's distance between where we are and where how they do things.
Yeah.
But the connection that you're able to make with having such great people in the room and facilitated again by CertainTeed, it's great. I made two new connections inside of our hometown market that I'd never met before, and
Wow.
they're really great human beings, good people to know. So other than that, it's cool to see. It's cool to see Joe Hughes and Contractor Dynamics do his 5 Mile Famous thing. That's one that everybody should see. And then shout out to Ryan and Kyle at STG.
Yeah.
Kyle's message is always. I've heard it 5 or 6 times now.
It's powerful.
It's a super powerful message. I could watch that dude speak all day.
I love it.
And you walk out of the SDG stuff and you're ready to run through a brick wall.
That sales transformation
motivated.
group.
So
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, the STG guys, I mean, they bring a ton of value to all aspects of what we do, and they know it inside and out, and they can quickly diagnose and motivate. And I've been a big fan of them ever since we started interacting with them.
Yeah, really good people to have.
Training is so important, and really that's what this is all about. Whether I've been watching you network, so yes, I love that, and I love the way CertainTeed has it laid out, so you can do both. You can hit the classes, you can do the networking, but training is really kind of, when you talk about trends, everyone is onboarding training, ongoing sales training, daily sales training. How important is it for you as contractors to have the relationship with manufacturing that really can take your business that next level?
Man, that pulls at some heartstrings a little bit. Wayne and I forget when we switched over to CertainTeed, but we were with a different manufacturer for a very long time, and I had expressed some frustration or whatever to one of our supply partners, and he was like, "Man, you need to talk to Wayne." And he facilitated the meeting. Wayne came in, and we instantly hit it off. Within a couple of weeks, we were transitioned over to almost 100% of our business is now CertainTeed.
Congratulations.
And the relationship, the support that we get from CertainTeed, the responsiveness, the camaraderie that we get. Wayne and I have become buds outside of we spoke on a Sunday afternoon about something unrelated a week and a half ago. So it's people do business with people that they like to be around. And for CertainTeed to reinvest in the community and provide a platform for us all to get together and be friendly competitors, have some friendly competition. It shows that they really care about their brand and their contractors and the support there. So thanks again.
And we had to be successful. I always, in my presentation when I'm meeting with contractors, I go, guys, this is a team effort. We all have to be partners here. If one guy out of the 3, like I said, whether it's the distributor, the manufacturer, the contractor, it's all about him, it doesn't work. We've all got to work together. We've all got to be on the same page. It's a team effort. If we can all work together, we can conquer everything.
Right.
It really works well.
It's that win-win-win mentality.
Yeah, it can't be about me.
Yeah.
It's got to be about all of us.
There's one more win, and that's your consumer, the final customer.
Yeah, because they get, at the end of the day, they're getting the best deal.
And that's one of the things that I love about CertainTeed is, Nathan was just talking about, the quality of the relationship, the quality of this event, bringing in, cutting edge people that are on the cutting edge of our industry, that are developing, that are pushing the curve, that are making things better. The quality of the people at CertainTeed I've met, the quality of the products that we install, their warranty that backs up. This is a really solid, organization, and I'm happy to go out and, sell shingles.
And I had to earn these guys' trust, right? I can't just say, hey, trust me, it's okay, we're going to be fine. I tell these guys, whether I'm your number 1 or your number 2, I always want to be your number 1, but I'm always going to treat you the same. You're going to call me one day, you're going to need me. CertainTeed is an industry leader, right? But there's plenty of good products out there, but to separate myself is what I can do for these guys, and I had to build trust with everybody there, and I think we've done that. I think I've earned you guys
Yeah, but
trust.
you do that. You're good. Like I think that's one of my stronger suits when I'm with a homeowner is that they quickly understand that I'm authentic. I know what I'm talking about, and they can
Right.
trust me. And I think you and I have that as well. Share that
Absolutely.
quality because the first time that you came in and I was brand new and you came in and we were using your competitor and like I was honestly told like, well, you can kind of listen to him, see if he has anything to say, but we're not going to be selling his stuff. It wasn't Nathan that told me that. It was a former.
And I wasn't mad at you. I still answered your calls.
But
right.
yeah, exactly. You would take my calls.
Yeah.
You've answered tough questions, like after normal business hours before he's been out of town
Yeah.
and pick up the phone
Love
or
it.
text me back like, hey, I can't answer right now. I'm kind of tied up, but
We,
Yeah,
we need to do a better job of leaving Wayne
you were in a
alone.
deer stand in Missouri or something
Sure
one
was.
day. Yeah.
We did. I was on
And
vacation.
you got me the information I needed, and we
God, I
we
love
got
it.
that
Well,
homeowner
look,
taken
Yeah.
care of.
I know if
Yeah.
you guys are calling me 9 times out of 10, you're not calling to ask me, hey, Wayne, what'd you have for lunch? What are you doing? What
Yeah.
You're usually in a jam. I mean, can we have those what'd you have for lunch calls? Absolutely.
Sure.
But usually you're in a jam. And I treat folks the way I want to be treated.
That's right.
So I want my phone call returned. So that's just kind of, it's the way I handle it.
And I love that. And one of the things you just bring to mind, we're talking about that win-win-win, the customer service and everything that's going on. How important is and you have an opportunity now to have all of these amazing contractors in one place. What does this do for the region overall, the uplift that
So-
you're going to see from this kind of event?
So 5 years ago, when I took this market over, CertainTeed was one of the smaller manufacturers in our market in South Louisiana. We had a little bit of a foothold in Baton Rouge, but if you look from boundary to boundary, we were kind of probably 4. I remember one of the first distributors I met I walked into a QXO and the guy said, look, he said, I'm gonna be honest, you're my number 4. I said, okay, maybe. I said, but I'm nobody's number 4. I said, give me a while.
Yeah.
Just give me a chance. And
That
I
hurt.
was number 1.
That hurt, Wayne.
Yeah.
No.
There you go.
It wasn't
hurt.
It was no. I'm just being honest. I don't like to lose. I do have a little bit of a. Yeah, that's why I'm in sales.
There's nothing wrong with
All
that.
I want is all the business. But anyway, we have, it takes time. It's turning the Titanic. You just don't walk into a market and go, hey, I'm the best. Trust me.
Glad these
You have
banners are
to.
here.
Yeah, the banner is right.
Thanks, Ryan.
You just, but you just don't walk in and gain. You have to earn people's trust.
Right.
So we have turned this market around a lot. Let's just say
Yeah.
we've just
Look
about
at this. Yeah.
tripled in size, or maybe close to quadrupled
Wow.
in 5 years with the amount of dollars that are sold in this market now. And this event has been so incredible. When I look around and see all the folks that were here today, and when we were trying to prep for this event, and I'm calling contractors, and you're right. I know Jason said, hey, it is the slow season. We know we're saying that jokingly, but I was worried. They were like, hey, we're going to do this January 8th. And I went, not good. And they're like, why? I'm like, folks are just coming off of vacation. Kids are getting ready to go back to school.
Yeah.
Didn't help that ICE was here for 6 weeks. Just whether you're for it or against it, didn't help. So
Yeah.
people were scared to
It's a fact.
come.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
So true.
So when I would call contractors and say, hey, come to our event. This is not a hot dog and hat event. I promise you. This is not, we are the best. This is truly to build your business, to help you make it better. And then once I started seeing the itinerary, I'm like, look, do I think we're the best? Sure. I wear the blue shirt. I believe in our product,
Yeah.
but this is truly about these guys, because there's guys here that do not lead with me, but I still treat them well. I invited them relationships, but I want their businesses to succeed.
Yes.
Because guess what? If one day they do decide to make that full switch to me, I'm letting them see the value in everything we can do. We're not talking about warranties. We're talking about the product.
Yeah.
Hey, like you said, AI, all the weather changing. These are things that are going to help your business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely unrealistic for anybody to say that they can have 100% of any market in
God, no.
anything.
Yeah.
So I think the ability for CertainTeed to pour into people who aren't their number one contractor or whatever is great. But you see different suppliers walking around and those guys talking to some of their competitors, and everybody knows you're never going to have all of any market. So again,
but it's really, and with this all, as I listen to you guys, what I just summarized is that you are lifting the industry, the roofing industry in Louisiana overall.
Rising tide lifts all boats.
Lifts all boats. It's performance, it's warranties, it's everything that goes into it. It's quality contractors that make such a difference. And so I have to tell you, gentlemen, I'm so impressed. This has been the best conversation. So I want to end it on one last thing. I would just like to have you guys take out your crystal ball. You probably already know because you've done all your planning. But what are some of the things that people, contractors out there, should be thinking about in 2026? What are some of the trends? What are some of just the things that are top of your mind in your business?
yeah, sure. So there's a ton of competition in this industry, and if you're watching this podcast and or listening to it whenever, I would just encourage you to stay true to who you are. Don't give anything away. If you're given if you don't value your product enough to sell it at a market rate, and then you're cutting corners to make up for losses or something like that. Just stay true to who you are. Figure out what the value your product is to yourself.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave on that.
That's awesome. What are you looking at in 2026? What are some of the trends that you want to be talking to homeowners about? Kind of things you see building the business.
I've done, in the 18 months I've been in roofing, a lot of the roofs that I've replaced have been the results of insurance claims of storm damage.
Yeah.
I've already noticed in 18 months that part of the industry is shifting. The insurance companies obviously want to protect profits, and I understand that. But it's getting a little harder. They're making things so. I've been pushing the last few months of really digging in and doing research to make sure that I'm on top of my game as much as I can be. I believe in doing things the right way. I believe in being authentic and being passionate about what I do.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the future. I think roofing in general just seems to bring together a lot of very unique and individuals and very creative people. And don't be afraid to be a little creative out there. That's a big part of it. We don't have to all just do a cookie cutter process or whatever. It's whatever works, and it's whatever. At the end of the day, back to what we started with, like, we're trying to take care of that homeowner.
Right.
We're trying to put a lasting solution on their home that they don't have to worry about. I sell peace of mind. That's what I sell more than anything else. And I think if people stick to that and do things the right way, it helps all of us.
Yeah. It's so, I love it. Great answers. I love it. Okay. For you, all those contractors out there looking at 2026, anything that they should really be focusing on that CertainTeed is bringing to the table?
Jason touched on something about how the market is changing. Look, we haven't had any storms in the last couple of years. Really, we haven't had a major storm since Ida. That was my first year in 21, so we're going on almost 4 years without a storm. Insurance is fighting harder than ever before. I get the calls every day with guys, can you help me? What's going on? What can we do? So the market is shifting a lot to retail, so a lot of folks also with insurance, they're struggling with their deductibles. They're so high, and they're looking at retail. That's one of the things that we're going to do this year that I'm really putting in place, is to kind of help with more of the good, better, best sales techniques with homeowners.
Yes, that was the class.
Let's talk to them. Let's show them there's multiple options out there. Let's work where we can save you money, where we can, let's don't just think they can't afford something. Get in there and really talk to them. You might be surprised. So, it's just working with the contractors, working with their sales reps, so they truly know as much as they can when they're in front of that homeowner, so they can help them out and work through this.
And so,
and then when you start looking at the insurance changing, whether it's the elevated deductibles, or we're seeing additional deductibles now for storms that aren't named, just hail
Right.
and windstorms, right? There's the different exclusions that are in the policies.
Yes.
There's the ACV policies. There's the roof payment schedules that we're seeing pop up. I mean, more and more, I'm running into situations every once in a while where I might knock on a door, someone may call into Pelican, and I get sent out to a home. I look at the home, and it may be a $30,000 roof, and there's damage on 3 sides of it. But we start talking to the insurance company and realize, like, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be an uphill fight, and best case scenario, you're going to get like $4,000 or $5,000 for your roof.
Wow.
And those people are just like, what solution can you provide?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then it's, let's take a look at your budget. What can you pay per month? Like, we've got a great financing partner now.
I was going to say, right here where everybody can talk to them and start working together. Yeah.
Exactly. And so it goes back to bringing the right solution to that homeowner.
Yeah.
I'll follow back up on that with my initial statement. This industry is shifting.
Yeah.
I think you're going to, in 5 years, you're going to be able to buy a roof like you order socks on Amazon.
Yes, I think so too.
The ability to adapt to a changing market and or even be on the forefront of things before it happens is where we're looking, and our focus. So again, my initial message ties into don't give your product away. You're going to ruin an entire industry as this industry shifts to a more retail industry. Make sure you stand hard on value.
Right.
There's the IHS model. Don't be an unscrupulous contractor. Saving the world from unscrupulous contractors.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's people in this industry that put roofs on for $2,000 a square, and don't be that guy. But also make sure that you protect your value of the product
as you're going through it. Wow, great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, all of you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for all you did to help make this event great. So
Thanks
all
for
your
having
phone
us.
calls,
Yeah,
all the
it's
great people.
1 or 2 phone calls.
Yeah, just a few out
Maybe
there.
a couple of text calls. Yeah.
Just a couple. Hey, we're going to be doing some more interviews as we go through happy hour. You can see the footballs are flying
That
behind
could get
us.
dangerous.
I'm telling you, happy hour is
I'm
starting.
glad we did this one before.
And,
She knew when to put us on.
Yeah.
this has been the best panel. Thank you so much. Please check out all of our roofing road trips under our RLW, Read, Listen, Watch navigation on all of the coffee shops. Be sure to subscribe and don't forget to set those notifications so you don't miss a single episode, especially this one. We will be seeing you next time on Roofing Road Trips.
If you've enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on every roofing adventure. Make sure to visit RoofersCoffeeShop.com to learn more. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next roofing road trip.